Greetings. In this video, I will show you how to actually connect to an Ignition server from an Ion desktop client once a connection has been created through either the easy setup or the advanced setup. Once a connection is created, you'll see the connection in the left-hand side of the display, which we refer to as the connection gutter. You can click on the play button, which will then make the connection initiate, which you can see here with the username and password box being displayed. I can specify a username and password here and then choose to save it or not save it. If I save it, a password will be encoded using various methods, but a determined and skillful person could retrieve the password since it's stored in a file on the disk. For our purposes, I will not be saving it, and I will go ahead and log in. As you can see, the icon turns, the background of the badge turned from gray to yellow. This denotes that a connection is being made. And as you can see here, a server fingerprint is displayed. The server fingerprint, when saved, will be remembered, and every connection beyond that will not prompt you if the server fingerprint is the same value. However, the server fingerprint changes. Typically, a man-in-the-middle attack is occurring, or the Ignition software has been uninstalled and reinstalled on the server. In either situation, you might want to verify that everything is okay before proceeding. Clicking ignore will still allow the connection to continue, but will not remember the actual server fingerprint. And cancel will prevent any actual sensitive data from being transmitted to the server, and the connection will be dropped. In this case, I will save the connection and we'll proceed with our login. And as we see here, I have a desktop inside of a window. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and disable screen scaling, which could be done by either the view menu option or by clicking on the icon. If I click on the icon, you notice that the image has become more sharp because the image is no longer scaled. By default, the image is scaled to match, fit perfectly on the screen without any scroll bars. But in this case, by turning off screen scaling, I now have a scroll bar that I have to contend with. I can also remove UI elements such as hiding the gutter or hiding the toolbar itself, therefore allowing things to fit more properly on the screen. In addition, the adaptive display quality can be adjusted. By default, the system uses an adaptive display quality, but if you want to, you can go ahead and turn that off and set your display to whatever display quality you want. As you can see here, with the low display quality, things look a little fuzzy, whereas here, with the high-end display quality, images look nice and smooth. Turning it back to automatic will allow the system to run in an adaptive form. With the connection running, I'll be able to go ahead and bring up anything that I want to and interact with it in any method that I want. Right now I'm using the adaptive display quality, and I can go ahead and bring up my applications menu. I can select an application folder, like in this case utilities, and I can bring things up and interact with them just fine. When I want to terminate my connection, I have two options. One is to simply close the tab. Closing the tab would be akin to turning off a monitor and walking away from the machine. Everything that's running on the desktop will continue to run. Downloads will be continuing to download. Operations that are currently in progress, such as save or compile or so forth, those will continue to run. Any documents you have open will continue to be open. Alternatively, I can go ahead and click on the Apple menu inside my session and log out, in which case it'll actually shut down the user session and all running applications for that user. For this case, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Close Tab button, which we'll see here disconnect me from the server. I will then re-enable my gutter and my display as it used to be, and I will reconnect. And as you can see by reconnect, I'm not prompted for the server fingerprint since that was remembered. In addition, the applications that I left open and running in their particular states will also continue to be up and running. This concludes this video.